Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett joins us now. And Mike, today's weather caused a ton of leaves on my neighbor's tree to fall in my backyard.
Well, you know what? I will have a word with him after the show tonight. But you know what? We are right at peak right now. In fact, I got a handy dandy chart that will confirm that in a moment. But I got a chance to get out for a stroll yesterday up in Finney Ridge and got a photo of this beauty right here. In fact, this was one of many beautiful demonstrations of the foliage taking place across the region right now. So if you've been playing along at home, we've been putting this graph up for a while and we're almost halfway through it. So as we put it into motion here on one side there, it shows you where we are date-wise. So about this time last week, we were looking at the Cascade already being at peak, and then everybody else, especially in the lowlands out towards the Olympics, kind of being right on the verge of it. Fast forward to about where we are now, and it looks like we are most definitely at peak in the Cascades here and starting to see a lot of that turning taking place in the lower elevations. What's fun about this is we fast forward towards the end of the month, it looks like we'll be past peak there, and most of those leaves will be in Steve's yard by that point. By the time we get to Thanksgiving, the whole thing is done. The entire country will be past peak and we will be well on our way toward winter. Take a look at the forecasted wind gusts. It's been about breezy out there tonight. We've seen some gusts in excess of 30 miles an hour as that frontal boundary's been moving through. We're seeing some winds that are really whipping along the Strait of Juan de Fuca and coming in from the south and west. Now, as the frontal boundary passes through overnight tonight, even just after midnight, we'll see a lot of that start to wind down, but there will be some convergence. I'll show you the effect of that in a moment. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, it looks like it's just a nice breeze coming up from the south. It'll be completely calm by the time we get to sunset. Take a look at SeaTac. Things looking pretty good there for a Monday night. The upper deck doing pretty good. Looks like we got some traffic on the lower deck, but it is moving. Daily Almanac today, 62 was the high. Even though it seemed chilly out there, that was 2 degrees above the average of 60. And you know what? Hard to wrap our head around this, but exactly a year ago on today's date, it was close to 90 degrees. I remember fall being real slow to start. In 1946, we touched down at 32 degrees, so anything can happen this time of year, including about a half an inch of rain in the gauges. That's some good drought-busting stuff right there. Sunset at 6:20 tonight. Looks like future rain potential is very impressive for our friends in the north. In fact, looks like Vancouver Island is just going to get hammered with rain as yet another moisture plume is just directed right at Vancouver Island. Places like Tofino look like they could pick up upwards of 6 and possibly 8 inches over the next 72 hours. So here's how it plays out. We'll have some convergence-based showers. It'll basically drive up into the mountains above Skagit and Snohomish County, and then converting to snow right around 5,500 feet. Then overnight tonight, things kind of quiet down. We start off normal tomorrow, and then we are expecting a lot of that rain to move into Vancouver Island and then eventually into Skagit and Whatcom counties and just kind of drive through there Wednesday into Thursday, but then it'll finally clear, and guess what happens? Once it does, high pressure builds in and we're going to get a little warming spell. In fact, Wednesday and Thursday are going to be wildly above average, but I don't think anyone will mind.